Before I speak on X-Ray Visions, I think it's worth at least touching on the first track of the record, the Affidavit. When we got the mixes of the record, we were on tour. That was this past spring. And we got to talking about how we could intro the record other than just starting cold with X-Ray Visions. And I'm sure that would have been fine, but we've done that in the past. We've also done instrumental intros, but we weren't feeling that, really. And the subject of ambient noise came up. And we talked about it, and then a couple days later, the bus was parked, this was on a day off, in Memphis, Tennessee, and we were in front of the Peabody Hotel. And I believe it was a Jazz and Blues Awards ceremony or something like that that was going on at the hotel, and the place was just rammed. So I walked into the lobby with my iPhone and just kind of made these circuits around the bar lobby area and recorded the conversations and the sounds of ice and drinks and clinking china, and walked in and out of the hotel a couple times until security started wondering what I was doing, just wandering around in circles. And then a couple days later, we had another day off, and we listened to the ambient noise, and it was kind of hard to justify in just by itself. So I listened to the first words of X-Ray Visions and realized that this could be sort of a statement of sorts. So the person that you're hearing speaking, and honestly, I wanted to get Tommy Lee Jones to do it, but I'm sure Tommy Lee Jones is very busy. So I did my best to mimic the man terribly. But this is a private investigator or a detective asking the character in X-Ray Visions what exactly the hell happened. X-Ray Visions was one of the first tunes that we wrote, but it was one of the last ones I wrote lyrics to. It was a bit of a problem child. Why, I don't know, it just was. But as so often happens, the thing got cracked open by a simple rhyming couplet. And that was the one that appears at the top of the first verse. First thing that I did was buy a pack of smokes, check into a motel, and consult my horoscope. No idea where that came from, it just did. But I realized that was enough to run with and kind of form this. It was enough to create that vague movie in the back of my head that inspire all the lyrics in any song. And a lot of it's fueled by our experiences in motels over the years. When Clutch was first starting out in our van, in our RV, we would just roll until we ran out of steam and either sleep in the van or the RV, or we would go into a motel. It was never planned. You just went until maybe the next town, and then you find a vacancy and you find yourself in a very unexpected situation. And I spent countless nights looking out the peephole of a motel, wondering what's going on in the parking lot at 3 a.m., or pressing my ear up against the door that connects to the next room, and you don't know who's in the next room. And these places can be pressure cookers. And then you add to the formula that a lot of the people in these places are living on the margins of society. Maybe they're running from something. Some of these people are paying hourly rates. Some people pay the daily rate, the weekly rate, and there's some people you can tell they pay that yearly rate at these motels that sit in the dark corners of American highways. And they're definitely, the motels that is, pressure cookers that can exaggerate paranoia and delusion. And that's what this song is about.